Jaxson Dart is still in the protocol, and now we're hearing he's being encouraged to change the way he runs to protect himself long term there. So how much can you really adjust a young quarterback style without taking away what makes him dangerous? And what do the Giants need from him to stay on the field for the next decade? Hopefully, you know,
maybe
as we
15.
found out, a lot of Giants front office higher ups in there literally sat Dart down and told him point blank, like, we need you. You can't keep running the way you're running. And tried to explain to him, like, look at what happened. You're not in this week's game because you went for a couple extra yards. And they're not wrong in that. And I'm hoping that they got through to them because let's be honest. Do you think we win that game if we had Jaxson Dart yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you point blank, we win if we had him. Point blank. We win if we had him.
We would have won yesterday. Just one of 3 guys I mentioned before that any head coach would love to have. You bring Scadaboo in that game, change how we ran.
Separate.
Singletary.
That's a whole different.
But I'm just saying with the level of talent of the injuries that we have. But yes, Dart 100%. We would have won the game. Famous Jameis threw more yards to look better in Love yesterday, which something else I called going into that game. Fantastic.
And again, interceptions not on him. That's on Hyatt. But you look at the game, and that's the problem is that we literally could have won this game if we had our quarterback. And we didn't have our quarterback because he was trying to get a couple extra yards that we didn't even need.
No.
Now, I will say this, though. That's also when the Giants coaching staff overall for putting him in that position by keep on running the ball with him. I like seeing that we ran the ball a lot this week against the Packers, a very good defense, and ran effectively. So my hope is that we continue doing that. Continue putting screens in. Screens! Woo!
Ooh.
And then we don't have to worry about Dart getting hit like this. Like, let it be something he does when he has to. Don't design it. Don't treat him like you did DJ back in 22.
And that's exactly what they're going for. It's okay to have design runs for your QB. You can do it a couple times a game. You don't need to do it once every drive.
But it's also, I understand it more with the guy. Like I said, I'm not going to say this is right what I'm about to say, but I at least understand the logistics and the mentality of it. It made more sense in 22 to do that with DJ because you didn't know if you're going to keep DJ long term. You're caring about this season. You're caring about winning at that point there. The long term wasn't part of the equation. Long term is a lot of the equation here with Jaxson Dart. He's not a guy you've had for 3-4 years that you're not keeping around. There's a difference. Yeah. You want him for the next 10, 12 years. Well, you know what? You're going to have to protect him. He's not the only one. I heard some of the comments say Lamar Jackson had the same issue we did. One guy who people forget had this issue big time when he was younger. Aaron Rodgers.
I was going to say.
Aaron Rodgers was a guy who point blank took so many hits because he would stay in the pocket for so goddamn long with the ball in his hand. And that's an issue you see with Jaxson Dart, too. That's why I bring that up as a comparison. Separate from the runs, that's part of the equation as well of him not getting hit, is he's got to get that internal alarm clock, so to speak, and, go ahead and know when to throw the ball away. Now, I wouldn't recommend borrowing an alarm clock from Abdul Carter, apparently, but he needs that internal alarm clock to know when to throw the ball away. He doesn't have that. He's got to develop that. He's got to learn that. And I got to say, this offseason, that's what he needs to work on more than anything else. There's drills for that kind of stuff where you're in your head, you're just going 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3, like you're learning. Like you got to internally count that. And I get it. You might think, okay, give me the second or two, somebody might pop free. But you know what? That could work either way. It could be a receiver. It could be an edge rusher. Like either one could pop free. You can only guard somebody for so long before eventually they're going to get free.
Yeah.
And he's got a really good feel for the pocket. He really does. But every so often, he just doesn't see the guy. And that's what it is. Peripheral vision only gets you so much. So, hopefully it's a different Dart. And I'm hoping it's not any less aggressive of a Dart. I like him aggressive. I like the aggression he shows. But he's gotta go ahead and get that part fixed. Definitely has to do it. So Deb asked, do you think Dable watched the game? I gotta think he did, but oh my god, this gotta be. I just hope people leave him alone. Honestly, like what was the one paper that did the pictures of him at his house like a day later or something like that? I think it was New York Post. Like that's just trash. You leave the man be.
I was about to say it's very disrespectful. It's very
We don't
tasteless.
need that. Let's not be those guys. Like that's just. I feel bad for the guy. The guy lost his job.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
Let's
He
go
should
down
have a
the line.
job. He made millions of dollars. He should have money saved up. Obviously, like, it's not the same as like with like a regular, a regular guy loses their job, but it's like it's still a guy that lost his job. Like he literally lost what was been his dream probably for the last few years, getting a head coaching job in the NFL. Like, let's have some. We're gonna have some respect for that. But he, like I said, he probably was at home watching the game. You don't not have friends and everything still within the organization. And remember, supposedly him and Kafka are friends. That's what Kafka said.
Yeah.
Believe that. I got a bridge to sell you there. So
thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
If you like that clip,
then you will love the full episodes too.
Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.